Today's guest has been with us twice before, and honestly, third time's a charm because this time he's not walking alone. Last time we spoke, he was promoting the upcoming film release of One of the Good Ones. Now he's celebrating the fact that the film has won an audience award, nailed the ratings on IMDb, and landed on Prime Video. He's just got back from red carpet premieres on the other side of the world, and he's brought two of the film's best villains with him. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tom Paolino, joined by Rosanna Pfeifer, and Susan Gallagher might be here as well. Tom, Rosanna, welcome.
Thank you, Dave. It's so good to see you, man. I love you and your show, and thanks for having me back.
Too kind, thank you. Now, Tom, there's something we need to talk about. Something's different about you, and I can't quite put my finger on it.
Yeah,
now, I was wondering that myself.
I've become a Buddhist monk, and I'm combining a kibbutz with my Buddhism. So I'm now a Buddhist kibbutzer. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I
thought you were a New York police officer.
I am in New York, and the great city of New York has been very good to me. I've been really enjoying the cultural highlights here. And I have the mustache because I'm in a play, a William Shakespeare play called The Taming of the Shrew in Central Park, New York City. And that's glorious, out among the nature, and the actors are wonderful, and we're having a heck of a time there. I grew some hair. I lost some weight. Like, I'm a whole different person, Dave. But you, let's talk about you. You look terrific.
Tom, you look amazing. And please, let's not talk about growing hair. I get too upset when we go down these paths. So,
okay.
Now, for anyone who missed your last two visits, let's just cover it off. What is One of the Good Ones about, and why does it mean so much to you?
Well, I'll take the second part of that first. The reason the film means so much to me is because it's about keeping promises, and I'm really passionate about my word. I feel that my word is my bond, and ultimately the most important thing I have to offer other people, which is the most important thing, relationships. And so I'm really very, very vigilant about keeping my word. And thank the universe, I had an opportunity to make a film about it, thanks to a guy named Vincent Scarsella. And basically what the film is about, it's inspired by actual facts of the Lawyers Discipline Office in Buffalo, New York, where Rosanna is from, and where we shot the film. And what Vincent Scarsella did for 18 years was investigate other lawyers for bad behavior and corruption. And he investigated over 15,000 complaints, most of which were not valid, but many of them were. And he actually prosecuted those cases in court. So the courtroom scenes in One of the Good Ones, which is a comedy drama, but there's dramatic courtroom scenes, are based, some of them are based on actual cases.
I love it. I love it. Rosanna, when Tom first told you about this project, what was your reaction?
I was just excited, to be honest with you. I loved everything that it stood for and the meaning and the message behind the film, first of all, but I was also excited because I'd never played a potential villain before. You saw it, right? Did you see it yet? I don't want to spoil it for viewers, but yeah, she's a questionable character, and I thought it would be fun, and I was right.
You did an amazing job. Susie Hines-Lawrence is smart and sexy and powerful and interesting, and we found the right person thanks to our director and co-writer and producer Julie O'Hora, who has a great eye for talent, found Rosanna on a community group online in Buffalo of actors, and she said, I think I found the right Susie Hines-Lawrence. and she was right.
Now,
Thank you. That's sweet.
Tom, 7.9 on IMDb. Did you know that? Have you seen that rating?
Yes, I watch it like a hawk, Dave.
4.7 out of 5 on Prime Video. That's not a small feat for any indie movie shot in 10 days. Like, that's incredible. Like, did those numbers surprise you?
Well, first of all, thanks for being so prepared and having such information about the film. Did they surprise me? Yeah, honestly, they did because you're talking about 121 global reviews on Prime Video, right? And and I and comparatively, the rating is very high. So the film has really found its own audience. It's really the Rocky of the legal system. The people who love seeing the underdog triumph in the end, and that's really exciting that we took such a bold position and that it landed is really gratifying and exciting, and I always think about Buffalo and what a major difference I mean, I couldn't have made the film without the people in Buffalo and the energy there. So the best is yet to come, Dave. You know, we really are on a roll. And my goal is to make a TV series out of one of the good ones. A lot of people who watch the film say this would make a great series on television, and they're right.
That would be awesome. I would look forward to that coming out. Talk to me about South Africa. So there's a theatrical deal that you've been doing in South Africa?
Correct. So in 2023, our project actually was a television show. And I got a Facebook message from a producer in South Africa named Oscar Mohammed. And Oscar just executive produced a documentary with Sam Rockwell, the Academy Award winner, and lots of other exciting actors. And he said, I want to make your show, your television show in South Africa. So we had 4 meetings with Netflix Africa. And thank God it didn't go through, because it prompted me to pivot and make the movie, which is a much better path for the film, to do the film first. But in the meantime, Oscar and I developed a really good relationship. And when the film was done, he became one of our executive producers, introduced me to a guy named A.B. Musa at CineCenter. CineCenter has 5 theaters in South Africa. And I'm flying there on August 15th for the red carpet premieres there. And then we are moving into a worldwide theatrical agreement with A.B. Musa, who has relationships with cinema owners all over the world. So we're hammering out the details of that agreement now. And these are the miracles that happen when you have the right people in the right positions on your team.
So, Rosanna, are you going to the red carpet event? Is Tom taking you to South Africa? Or is this an awkward conversation that hasn't been had yet?
I mean, I'll say I'm open to it.
What's it like seeing a film that you made in your hometown, Buffalo, within 10 days, Rosanna, suddenly appearing on the other side of the planet?
It's pretty wild, to be honest. I mean, Prime was like the first thing that I was like, wow, okay, that's pretty cool. I mean, Buffalo, I mean, it's a special place, for sure, like Tom had mentioned, but it's smaller town vibes. It is, the film community is slowly growing. It's been growing, I'd say, more so over the last 2 to 5 years, and more is coming, but I'd say, it's definitely one of the bigger things that's happened for Buffalo in a long time. And it's incredible. I don't know, I'm just excited for what's to come.
Rosanna's been super helpful marketing and promoting the film too, because and that's the phase that we're in at the moment. And yeah, I mean, we had 14 crew and 32 actors, and 90 to 95% of them are from Buffalo. So that was cool.
That's
Hmm.
very cool.
For sure.
And you're in talks for India as well?
I have been Zooming with a great guy out in India. Dhiraj Kapoor is his name. And he has connections throughout the world. He watched the film and he gave me his feedback about where it would be successful. Um, and um, I'm going to talk to my investors about the possible deal with Dhiraj. I would love to go to India. That's a dream of mine to see the Taj Mahal and all of the flea markets there. And I actually did some research and found that the tree that the Buddha discovered enlightenment under is still alive and well in the form of um, uh, other trees that were grown from its branches. So I'm already in India in my mind, you know, like
What about New Zealand, guys? What's going on there? Come
I
on.
love New Zealand. I have a very good friend who's a great actress in New Zealand. Kat Hawks
Hmm.
is her name, and I would love to go to New Zealand. And hey, listen, Dave, if you have connections out in New Zealand, you know, please make the connection because now is the time.
Awesome. Awesome. I'll see what I can do. Now, Rosanna, how did you
Yeah.
approach your character? How did you look at getting into character for Susie? What was your process there?
Besides, certain things about her, I did connect with her on many levels because, she's, good looking. She's intelligent and she has like this magnetic like nature about her. So I'm a nurse practitioner by trade, so she's an ADA, so it's like she's like a career driven woman, and she's not just a pretty face. So I appreciated that she was a very complex character, and I mean, honestly, it wasn't really hard to get in touch with her because I related with her already so much.
And what was it like? So obviously you're playing a villain, and Tom, you're playing the good guy. What was it like
Mhm.
off camera? Was it rivalry until the cameras stopped, or was did the smiles come out at that point?
Well, I can't speak for Rosanna, but I know that
Right.
for me, the vision was and always is that it's a team on a airtight ship, right? So um, I was very particular about who made the team, not only in terms of talent, but in terms of attitude and being a team player and things like that. So we got along very, very, very well. Everybody
Mhm.
got along well. In fact, we did a screening in Buffalo on March 6th. One of our executive producers, Susan Plotkin, threw us a beautiful party. I mean, everybody was there. I mean, guys that were, everybody showed up to that. We had 300 people at the North Park Cinema in Buffalo that night to see the show, and it really, really worked, Dave. You know, I've studied this. I've crafted the vision after teams that work, like the Allman Brothers, for example. You know, the band, the Allman Brothers. Those guys were playing together since they were in high school, and they just gelled. And I wanted a team that would gel, like the Allman Brothers, like the '80 Olympic hockey team, and that, be careful what you wish for, man, because like when you know what you want, you can get it.
It's interesting. You mentioned Rocky earlier, and obviously, when you think of Rocky, you think of Philadelphia. The two go together, right? So, are we going to think of Buffalo? Because I don't know any other movies that I think of Buffalo for one of the good ones.
1,000%, and I'll defer to Rosanna before I comment on that because she's Buffalo born and raised. So, but I'll let her go first on that one.
Oh my God, 100%. I mean, the opening shot is like Buffalo. There's so many Buffalo roots, connected to this movie just from the cast, like the writer, the story. Um, so I'd say 100%.
There's a Supreme Court judge named Penny Wolfgang who's been very kind to the program we made, and she describes Buffalo as fortitude. You know, that's the
Hmm.
one word that captures Buffalo. You know, they have the Buffalo Bills, which they never quit, right? You've got the snow, right? There's a lot of snow coming, and that doesn't stop them. Then, you know, there was
Terrible.
a huge change when the steel mills shut down in Buffalo. But that didn't stop the people in Buffalo. Nothing stops the
Hmm.
people in Buffalo, and nothing stops me. And that's where it was a perfect marriage because
I'd say we
I
have
just so
a lot of
happens.
heart, and I see that, and Tom also, there's a lot of heart in our team and a lot of heart in Buffalo. So I agree with everything you just said, and that sticks out to me too, is there's a lot of passion here and a lot of fortitude and heart for what we're passionate about. So,
Now, Tom, you wrote yourself a list before any of the pitch meetings. Why
Hmm.
my film is a gift to the world. Do you
Yeah,
remember that?
I do. I have it
Give
right
us one
here.
of the.
I
Oh,
have it
wow. I
right
was
here.
going to say, give us one line off that list. Jeepers.
Yeah, this is my vision board actually, and on that vision board
oh,
in the right hand corner, why the world needs the movie One of the Good Ones. It brings Buffalo back from a dark period. Uh, Humor is healing, and the world needs healing.
hmm,
Persistence is the secret of all success, because abundant resources and a world platform are things I know what to do with to help people. Because a global love of justice is our best chance at turning the world around. Because stories where love and truth win are good for the world. It brings business to the city of Buffalo. It supports the dreams and visions of artists. It inspires the dreams and visions of those witnessing our success, uh, which actually is happening now. Our assistant director and editor, um, co-editor Bill Murray III and Vincent Scarcella are now making a film in Buffalo called Local Talent. So there's that one already. Um, it helps people feel less alone. It supports my quest to glorify God in everything I do. It frees me to tithe 10% of my gross income. I haven't done that yet, but that's happening. It provides it
manifesting.
provides I got three more. It provides a platform for people to collaborate. It proves that movies don't need gratuitous violence or sex to succeed. And it helps recovering perfectionists relax into their own skin.
I'm getting tingles. That's beautiful.
Thanks, dude.
Now, where do I appear on that vision board, Tom?
Oh,
I
Dave.
didn't see myself. Was
Dave,
there a
you're
picture
you're
of me somewhere?
I mean, you're the thing that pops into my mind is your enthusiasm. You know that you have a natural gift of enthusiasm, and enthusiasm is all over my list.
Yeah, you're too kind. You're too kind. Now, I hear that you're stepping back from general auditions, Tom, and you're starting to chase projects that only mean something to you. Has this experience changed you?
It has, you know, in film we say less is more. The camera can pluck out a lie in a moment. So if you're pushing a moment as an actor, it doesn't work, right? And so less is more is a principle, an energetic principle, and I'm applying it. I used Brian from I forget the dude's last name, but he has a system and how he chooses projects. And two of the three things must be there: a lot of money, people you want to work with, or a part you really want to play. And if two of the three are there, like there's a lot of money and a part you want to play, or there's people you want to work with, and it's two of the three have to be there. And it's Brian Cranston's
I was
system.
gonna say, is it
So
the
I use
Breaking
that
Bad
system,
dude? Hmm.
the Breaking Bad dude.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's been working out really well, because I'm making good I'm picking good projects one at a time, and then the universe just is like a mirror, right? It's like, oh, that's what we're doing. Okay, great. So tonight, actually, I'm auditioning for Jeremy Strong's new miniseries on Paramount Plus. It's called 9/12, about the people the day after 9/11, and I'm playing a prison guard, and I have very, very powerful ideas about the prison system. Like the old HBO series Oz is one of my favorite. In fact, Tom Fontana, the showrunner, the creator of Oz, is from Buffalo. So I'm super psyched. After I get off here, I'm going to go audition for 9/12 there.
Nice. What was your audition like for this movie, Rosanna?
Um, it was interesting. So I got to channel a lot of energy into that audition because it was the one scene where she's like laying into the guy about a lot of things, like indicting her and just getting caught like off guard and completely blindsided. So it was actually a lot of fun because I got to, channel some inner rage there, and it was like healing and fun at the same time. And it was actually funny because during my first audition, before the callback, it was like a quick turnaround. So I'm like, okay, I got to get this done. And I got to work early because, I work full time as an NP, and I set up in one of the patient rooms before anybody got in, made sure to blink wall, called my sister Pauline. She lives in Philly. It was a virtual. I said, I got to do this right now. Can you help me? And I did it at work. Like, I told the receptionist, do not come in here. Don't bother me. Don't let anybody in for the next 20 to 30 minutes. This is very important. Um, and then my callback was, I don't know, like very quick, a couple days later. And then, she was like, be great if you get back to me by this day. And I'm like, I will definitely do that. You know what I mean? It's like the sooner the better. And um, so I remember setting up really early morning again before work, not at work this time. I actually forgot to slate, so I did do that part at work. But Amy Zubieta, who is the lead in this movie, and I had no idea that she had been cast at this time. And we have like a local Buffalo's chat where it's, a few of us that are, have been in the industry for a while, and we, ping pong ideas back and forth, look for a reader. She was available. She said, I'll read with you. And then she was like, oh, what is this for? And I like kind of told her, and she was just like, okay. Did not disclose anything about the fact that she was like a part of it. And she read for me, and then I got the call the next day, and I was thrilled. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's awesome. That's a great story.
yeah, fun story.
Now, I've got a game for you guys.
Okay.
Oh,
Game is called Did
scared.
You Beat It? Okay, so based on the celebration of your IMDb score, I'm going to name some movies, and you have to tell me if you beat it or
Oh.
not.
Do
Okay.
we think we beat it or
All
not?
right.
Oh, it's like a guessing game.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Okay.
we'll start off with Cats, the 2019 movie Cats. The budget of this movie was $95 million versus your budget of $75,000. Did you beat it?
Yes.
I'm gonna say yes.
Rosanna?
I say yes.
You did. It was
Also.
2.8. You nailed it.
My
Okay,
gut told
the
me
next
yes.
one. We're going to go with the 2017 movie The Mummy with Tom Cruise. Now, did you beat it?
Ooh. I think probably I'm going to say no. I think Tom Cruise is right now, at least, he's a bigger name than Tom Paolino.
He's a big name. He's a bit for now, Tom. For now, but
Maybe no. I'm not too familiar with that one though, so I'm not sure.
okay. You beat it. It only got 5.4. So your
Oh my
name
God.
is bigger, Tom.
Wow. Maybe that's why I don't know.
Okay. We're going to go with Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight. So that's 2008, The Dark Knight with Christian Bale. Did you beat it?
I mean, Dave, you're such a
Tough.
nice guy. I would be surprised if you would ask us a question where the answer is no. But
There's
so
gotta be
I'm
one.
feeling like the answer is. I'm going to say yes to all of these because I'm going to say
There's
yes.
gotta be one.
I'm sorry,
I say
Tom. You
yes.
didn't beat it.
Oh,
The Dark Knight got a
shoot.
9.1.
Wow,
So it
wow,
did beat
wow.
you. Okay. Let's
Okay,
go with another
okay. That's okay.
big blockbuster.
We'll let that one.
Batman versus Superman: The Dawn of Justice, 2016. So we've got Ben Affleck. We've got I can't remember the guy who played Superman now. It's gone out of my head. Big movie. The budget for it was $250 million.
Wow.
Did you beat it?
Yes.
Mhm.
Rosanna?
I say yes, I think.
You did. You did. It got 6.4. You
Yeah.
nailed it. Okay, we'll go with
Cool.
one more. We'll
Okay.
go with the Suicide Squad. So the Suicide Squad 2016 all-star cast of blockbuster movie. It was 175 million budget. Did you beat it?
Suicide Squad? Yeah, I think we did.
Rosanna?
I'm gonna say yes and be positive.
You are right to say yes and be positive.
Okay.
You absolutely beat it. It got
Yeah.
5.9.
Wow.
Now,
That's
Great game.
awesome.
Love.
I loved that.
it's a
That was
fun game.
fun. Thank you. Yeah.
So, where can people watch, follow, and see all three of you, all two of you? Susan wasn't
Yeah.
able to join us.
Yep. Well, I put the link in the chat, and I will. I guess I can screen share it for a hot sec, just to show you guys what it looks like. And this is. I don't know. Can you see that?
We can see this. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So this is our film, one of the good ones. And there's Buffalo, like Rosanna was
There's
saying.
Buffalo.
And that's the beginning of our trailer. There's John Patrick Patty, also from Buffalo. Great actor, great guy. And there it is. That's inspired by true events. So you can go there. There are actually two one of the good ones. The other one, it was made in 2020. So you have to go for the one that's made in 2026. But
Not the same.
there
Yeah.
you have it, Dave.
Oh, I love it. Rosanna, what's coming up for you? What can we expect to see from you in the future?
Oh boy, film wise, so I just filmed a commercial yesterday. Film wise, oh God, I wish I could say more about it, but I do have a secret project in the works, and I can't say too much about it. But I'm very, very, very excited about it. Um, Man, can I say this? Yeah, I'm gonna say it. The only thing I can say is it's a friend of mine, and we are very similar in a lot of our characteristics, like passion, fortitude, um, just work ethic and like quality and all those things. And we've both been wanting to be part of something from the ground up for a while. And I mean, it's just one of those things where it just comes together and you know it's right and you know it's gonna right and you just know it's gonna happen. And I'll say I don't feel like it's been done. Like the storyline, like the exact kind of storyline that um can I share the genre? I think it's kind of like psych thriller-ish with some other elements. It's kind of a nice hybrid. But it's a twist on a type of show or series that's become very popular over the past decade, and it's done a lot, but there's kind of a new kind of twist to it. And I don't want to say too much because I was told not to say too much. Um, Even that we know we
Congratulations.
are working on something. Thank you. And so when I can share more, I will, but I'm very excited. But I will
You deserve it.
say I did something that I shared. So this should be a lesson to everybody, maybe a little nugget of wisdom that if you're questioning expressing yourself in some way or making a post or a story and you don't know, you're fearing judgment or whatever, like just do it anyway. Like who cares? Because he had said he had this idea He had wanted to do something with me for a while, but didn't really know exactly what direction we were gonna go with it. And then saw something that I posted, and it just spiraled like a whole plot and a whole idea, and I was like, okay. He's like, and it just all flooded and came to me, and I was like, that's when you know. That's when you know, when it's just you're in
Mm.
flow state and it comes, right?
When it's
So
easy,
I
yeah,
probably said
that's right.
too much, so I'm gonna stop now. But I'm very excited about that.
That's
I
awesome.
just want to
TBD,
pry. I want to get
TBD.
more, but I'm not going to.
But it'll be an interesting
Congratulations.
role for sure. Yeah, if it all pans out, which I have faith that it will. So thank
Yeah,
you.
well, you work so hard, Rosanna. You really, really do, and good things come when you go the extra mile. I mean, I remember when
Yeah.
Rosanna came to our press conference, like the day before we shot.
Oh, I
It
did,
was February 20. Yeah, she was in the front row. She was the only actor
I was like,
there.
I'll be there.
It was all like press
Why not?
and there she was, like she was
Mm-hmm.
working before, like the day before she was working,
Mm-hmm.
and for free
Mm-hmm.
because that's who she is.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. What about you, Tom?
So
What have you got coming up? I mean, you obviously said that you're doing Shakespeare in the Park.
Yep, yep. So I've got a project, a play that I'm working on called A Far Country, which was done in 1958 by the great Kim Stanley, and a lot of people don't know Kim Stanley, but she was fundamentally a Broadway actress. She did two films, one called The Goddess, and one called Seance on a Wet Afternoon with Richard Attenborough. But she did a play called A Far Country on Broadway in 1958. And one of my acting mentors, Larry Moss, wrote a book called The Intent to Live, where he talked about the great performance of Kim Stanley in A Far Country. And when I read that more than 10 years ago, I had a moment of clarity. I have to do that play. It's about Sigmund Freud's most famous patient, Elizabeth R. And she couldn't walk, but they couldn't find anything physically wrong with her. So the wound was on her soul, was in her soul.
mm-hmm.
And Freud, it turns out, was the first person to ever listen to anyone. Before that, mental health professionals just prescribed this and that. People went and did it. But Freud said, why don't you tell me your story? And so I'm playing Sigmund Freud, and I'm super excited. We're putting
That's
it all together
awesome.
right now. And yeah, it starts when he's 80 years old in Nazi-occupied Vienna. He was extradited to London, and so the play starts when he's like a year before his death, and he's in his 80s, and then it cuts to him at a much younger age working with Elizabeth R. and then it comes back to him at the end in his 80s again. So it's just a beautiful play, and we've got a great team together, a terrific director, and we're gonna do the play in Vermont.
I love it. I love it. So, what we're going to do is we're going to put the details for one of the good ones right down here in the link. Now, we're going to play the trailer next. Who is going to introduce the trailer, or are you going to do it combined together?
Well, let's do it combined together. I'll kick it off,
Okay.
and Rosanna can chime in.
Okay.
So one of the good ones is an 84-minute indie comedy drama shot in Buffalo, now on Prime Video, and it stars actors such as myself, Tom Paolino as Dean Alessi, and Rosanna Pfeifer as Susie Hines-Lawrence. We hope you enjoy it. This is the trailer, and I'll tell Rosanna to chime in here and say a few things for herself.
Yes, you will enjoy it. It is a lot of fun and it's very meaningful at the same time. So there's a lot of elements that anyone can connect to. So hope you enjoy it.
A lot of people hate lawyers, and yeah, there's some bad ones.
Maybe there's something I could do to get out of this.
I'm one of the good ones. I prosecute bad ones so they're held accountable. Yeah, no, I mean, I heard they are looking at Susie for her husband's murder.
Yeah, she didn't do it.
How do you know?
I'm leading the investigation.
Sometimes I feel like the ham in a corruption sandwich.
So what are you thinking?
Something's almost bad. something's for you.
You go after dirty lawyers, white-collar criminals, not mob guys with blood on their hands.
How is it gonna be okay?
Yeah, I agree. It's not ideal, but it's better than the alternative.
It's a little bit of a conflict, don't you think, investigating your own first assistant for murder?
Why are you being such a hard ass?
Yeah, that's what I said.
He thinks he's the bulwark between good and evil.
Well, you never know when someone might recognize you from court. Someone with a grudge.
Once you start asking the real questions, the whole thing falls apart.